Welcome, and you're on a mission with Jack Sears here at the Daily News Network, where we visit with local business leaders and entrepreneurs to discuss who they are, what their business is, and how they're bringing their mission of that business into reality. We have as a special guest today the president and chairman of the board of Sally Dark Rides right here in Jacksonville, John Wood. Welcome to the show, John.
Thank you, Jack. It's great to be here.
Yeah. So I know for at least 47 years, Sally Dark Rides has existed in Jacksonville, and a lot of people say, who is Sally Dark Rides? Why don't you tell us about your unique, fun, and innovative business?
Thank you. It is the most unusual business in town, and it was even more unusual 47 years ago when we started. We actually started in a garage in Venetia. Two next door neighbors, one named John Rob Holland, a dentist, and one named John Fox, had the idea, because John Rob Holland had built this crude moving and talking figure at dental school as part of an educational program, but they thought it might have wings. And they both had businesses and families, and I was in between jobs right out of college. I went to work with the largest company here in town, Charter, but Charter ran into some issues 3 or 4 years later, and so did the world when the economic collapse happened back in the 70s and so and 80s. I jumped ship and decided, instead of going back to law school or getting another degree, that I would try the entrepreneurial route. They needed somebody who was young and dumb, and I qualified.
And here you are, 47.
Yep.
So let's talk about some of the products, some of the deliverables that Sally Dark Rides has put out there that we all get to enjoy, but we may not know that it's you guys that have gotten us there, right?
That's right. We have built attractions now all over the world and do so annually. We started building these moving and talking robots, and that led us to doing more entertainment when Chuck E. Cheese came around back in the late 70s and early 80s. Anybody who was building moving and talking figures, there were people who thought that they could make pizza and buy video games, and that's all they needed to be a successful Chuck E. Cheese style ride or restaurant. And it fueled our fire to grow and landed our ability to take on a big project in Baltimore, the Baltimore Power Plant, a ride and show that had 73 animatronic figures and a variety of other special effects and elements, and it really matured us greatly, our technology, our staff, and our capabilities. But with Chuck E. Cheese going downhill at this time, we had to make a decision. You know, we loved the industry that we had found. The amusement park industry is full of fine people, a lot of families that have done it. And of course, it's all fun. And we saw what Disney had done and Universal had done. We worked on the Universal project and their opening in '91, built most of E.T., which is still down there today.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, there are 2 of me in E.T.
Okay.
We did all the human characters, and the first one you see in a little tent off to the left, I guess we ran out of models, so they ended up using me as a couple of the models. And the character that blows a bullhorn in your face right as you're lifting off to go out, that's me.
That's you.
Or facsimile of me.
Facsimile of you. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so we enjoyed working with Universal, but really thought that our best route forward was to build rides ourselves.
Okay.
Not be dependent on some other design firm or a group to need animatronics, and us just build animatronics. But ones that, you know, could figure out how to make a dark ride similar to Disney's at a price point that made sense for Six Flags or other parks around there. So that became our mission. Our mission was to provide a rebirth. Now, a dark ride, most people are saying, hey, I don't know about Sally. I don't know what a dark ride is either. And it's a term used in the industry a great deal to describe a ride experience in a building. Not necessarily a scary one. E.T. is an example of a dark ride, so is Small World, but so is Haunted Mansion and Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. Quite a variety of different styles, sizes, and components that can go into a ride experience, and it's continuing to change over time. Now that they've we incorporated a game element, kind of made a marriage between the shooting gallery and the dark ride. We call it an interactive dark ride. Disney picked up on it when they did Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah, I was going to say Buzz Lightyear, yeah.
But we had 9 interactive attractions already open by the time Disney came knocking on our door saying, "What are you guys doing?" And
hope you got some royalties off of that.
No, didn't, but did have an opportunity. You know, I
Yeah.
told them at the time, I said, we've learned a lot from just observing you guys and reading about you guys. For us to be able to turn around and help you in any way, it's an honor. So they went on to build some earth-shaking attractions down there that have stimulated us to do other things. For instance, when Universal came out with the 3D Spider-Man experience, everybody proclaimed it to be the very best in the dark ride genre. And it was. It was a significant attraction, and without any animatronics. And I had, at the time, the president of Six Flags said, "Hey, we want you to build us a Spider-Man ride." And I said, "You know, we build robots. I don't know how to do films." And so we had to defer and learn. Now, we did learn that there were other people who could help us with the films, and there were other people that could help us with other aspects of the attraction. And we started bringing them into our fold. So we have become the creators of the attraction from a design standpoint. We have a full-time design team that write the scripts, produce the visuals, the renderings, and the concepts that are created. And then we are able to work with ride manufacturers in the field. We're working right now with one in England and one in the Netherlands to attractions that we're doing, one in Asia and one in Turkey, as a matter of fact, going into Istanbul. Matter of fact, it's a SpongeBob SquarePants dark ride called SpongeBob's Crazy Carnival Ride. We opened the first one at Circus last March, a year ago, and then a second one in Turkey for this company called Rixos, which is a big tourist development area. And they're opening a second one now soon. We're building the second one for Istanbul. And I'm looking forward to going over to Istanbul.
You know, describing your company, 47 years, design, build, manufacture right in Jacksonville. A lot of people wouldn't know that. It is unique, it is innovative, and what a blessing that you've been to our community. Awesome. So I know that you do tours at your facility, right? So that people can see who you are and stuff that you build, and,
well, you know, we like
history
showing
and all
off
that.
a little bit. One of the reasons why we don't work much for Disney or Universal is they like to keep all the credit.
Right.
We like to get a little credit.
So if somebody wanted to learn more about Sally Dark Rides, right? Maybe have a tour or something like that, or get in on that, how would they do that?
I would first recommend that they visit our website, because we've done a great job with our website, sallydarkrides.com, and there are videos of our different ride experiences. We've had some that have been recognized in the industry as really Oscar level. One was Sesame Street Street Mission that we did in Spain. One was Justice League Battle for Metropolis that we did for Six Flags. And one was called Challenge of Tutankhamun.
So on your website is the best way to connect, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But our tours are also good.
Sure.
And we can call the receptionist and see if you can we limit it to 30. They get booked very quickly by the school systems out there, but if you're a small group and want to kind of get on, ask if you can be added to an existing tour that's already booked.
Well, I hope people will do that. I have been on the tour. It's a great facility. The product you're putting out is awesome, and you're a wonderful philanthropist, community servant, and leader in Northeast Florida. So thank you for being on the show today.
Thank you, Jack. I appreciate it.
Well, that's it, folks. That's the time we have here today, and you've been on a mission with Jack Sears. If you'd like to learn more about John, like maybe Sally Dark Rides, then you'll want to revisit this interview at thedailynewsnetwork.com. Until we get together next time, here's wishing you good health, much happiness, and remember, treat each other the way you'd like to be treated.